Next we have a team act. We have Douglas Kiburz, assisted by Dr. Bill Gordon. Doug Kiburz is a local orthopedic surgeon and self-described gentleman rancher who in recent years has developed a predilection to cowboy poetry. Tonight he invites us to join him on a hopscotch trip tracing the influences of love through the movies, music, and aphorisms of our pop culture, concluding with his own rhymed take on the topic. And assisting Doug is local guitarist Bill Gordon, who currently performs under the title Dr. Bill's Enchanted Guitars as house musician at El Tapatio Mexican Restaurant. Bill describes himself as a troubadour of sorts, who received his doctorate from the School of Hard Knocks. Doug and Bill.
Welcome to a tribute to the Beat generation. Characters like Allen Ginsberg, Jack Kerouac, William Burroughs. The Beat generation refers to a group of artists in post-World War II New York City. They were anti-academic, non-conformist, explored Eastern religion, were anti-materialistic bohemian hedonists, the Times Square underground. Their contemporaries, the Beatles, Dylan, Jim Morrison, and they were perhaps the first performance artists. Ginsberg would sometimes strip naked and chant Buddhist chants through his readings. Their cultural and expressive revolution led to the beatniks, the hippie generation, protest of the 60s. So this blending of music and the written word is a nod to those beat pioneers who chose to explore the path never traveled. Romantic Rantings by a Paradox. Love is sometimes less, sometimes more than a four-letter word. Has it not always been Mars versus Venus, puppy dog tails versus sugar and spice, or opposites attracting or diverging in the stream of life? The topic has been dissected in every culture and discipline since the Garden of Eden. Which side of the coin is speaking the truth? Is it after man came woman and she's been after him ever since? Or is it like art? A master makes a prototype man before he makes his masterpiece, the woman. Venus is 75 million miles from Mars at its closest distance. But of course they travel in completely different orbits. Their common bond is the sun, at times the brightest glow, passionately hot and brilliantly burning, but in retreat, cold, dark, frozen, and lifeless. How to get from Venus to Mars? Try hopscotching the stars and skating on comets. What have the movie directors and entertainment czars titled about the motif of love, companionship, and coupling? Did the large screen title tell all or just tattle? Where were you when, and who were you with when you first witnessed the first screening of memorable films? What character actor would play you in the biopic of your life, love, legend, and legacy? Like snowflakes and fingerprints, our personas are unique. So consider the actors, plots, scenes, and scores that follow us through this crazy maze called life. Love conquers all. Love and other disasters. Love wrecked. Love with a proper stranger. Can't buy me love. Love story. A thin line between love and hate. The two faces of love. What's love got to do with it? Love is eternal while it lasts. Love is a many-splendored thing. Crazy, stupid love. Love actually, lovers, and other strangers. Love is the drug. But movies are not so much real life as escapism. And yet we're actors in our own right, salesmen in our own way, voyeurs in our own lives. Love and romance make the sky bluer, bells ring louder, food tastes zestier, and birds sing with more gusto and range. If music tugs at the harp strings of our hearts and the affairs of our souls, perhaps we should listen to what the romantic songwriters have learned from the interplay of lovers. One song title and the lyrics might instantly take you back to a place in time, having left a heart bursting or broken. Songwriters are poets, and poets are the sounding boards of our souls. Consider endless love, an affair to remember, bewitched, bothered, and bewildered, the boulevard of broken dreams, yesterday, hooked on love, unforgettable, my funny Valentine, the shadow of your smile. Nothing hurts like love, the game of love, a crazy little thing called love. I love you just the way you are. Love stinks. Love is a verb. I can't stop loving you. Love the one you're with. Games lovers play. You can't escape it, ignore it, mistrust it, predict it. It strikes like a virus, leaving you with no defense or reason. When you seek it out, it is impossible to find. When you have but little time for it, it's ever present, around every corner, infiltrating the caverns of your mind and throwing wisdom and common sense crashing out the door. What do the armchair philosophers, pundits, relationship consultants, and naysayers quip about the subject? After all, a consultant may know 1,000 ways to make love but not know any women. Is love really blind? Are these truisms to study vicariously or comedy uncentralized that never really apply to those in the discussion? Sarcastic, iconoclastic, bombastic rantings and sidebars might offer askance into the underworld. Love is blind, but marriage is an eye-opener. The secret of a happy marriage remains a secret. Marriage is nature's way of keeping us from fighting with strangers. Marriage has no guarantees. If you want a guarantee, get a car battery. Marriage is a wonderful institution. But who wants to live in an institution? If all is fair in love and war, then if women ran the world, there would be no wars. But there wouldn't be any peace either. Looking for a man is like window shopping for furniture. It looks good at first, but you get it home and it doesn't go with the rest of your house or your life. A man will have his say, but a woman will have her way. Men are better at reading maps where an inch equals 10 miles. Are men just machines for turning wine and beer into urine, performing vehicular maintenance and yard work, opening tight jar lids, and providing an occasional X or Y chromosome? A gentleman is simply a patient wolf. Men are descended from a worm-like creature. Some just show it more than others. It takes 20 years for a mother to make a man out of her son. It takes 20 minutes for another woman to make a fool out of him. Never trust a husband too far or a bachelor too near. Men marry women hoping they will never change. Women marry with the hope that men will change, and invariably both are disappointed. Marriages are made in heaven, but so are thunder and lightning. Love can be like choosing a melon. It's hard to tell if you're going to get a sweet one. Women worry about what men forget. Men worry about what women remember. A woman will never forget the man she could have had. A man will never forget the woman he could never have. Women, they begin by blocking in advance, and they end by blocking a retreat. Should a woman get a man or a dog? Well, it depends if she wants to ruin her life or her carpet. And who is to interpret what is said, what is heard, what is implied? It's a guy thing means there's no rational thought behind it. When a woman says it's a good idea, she means it'll never work. When a man says it will take too long to explain, he means he has no idea how it works. When a man says I can't find it, he means it did not fall directly into my outstretched hand. When a woman says I'm sorry, she means you'll be sorry. We all have our warts and wrinkles, our baggage and our saggage. The knight in shining armor might turn out to be a mirage. Barbie and Ken might turn out to be Bobby and Ken. The rites of spring might be the last rites, and Valentine's Day might turn into Independence Day. But what do the romantic realists say about love and marriage? If love and lifetime relationships were easy, why did they have matchmakers in the old world, and why do we have so many love.coms in this world? A successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. A long marriage is two souls trying to dance a duet and two solos at the same time. Success in marriage comes from not finding the right partner, but in being the right partner. In every marriage, more than a week, there are grounds for divorce. The trick is finding grounds for marriage. The more you invest in love, the more valuable it becomes. In marriage, each partner is to be an encourager rather than a critic, enabler, and a forgiver. Come to love not by finding the perfect person, but by seeing the imperfect person perfectly. Loving couples tell each other 1,000 things without talking. A wedding anniversary is a celebration of love, trust, partnership, tolerance, and tenacity. The order varies from year to year. It's a mystical, magical tour crossing cultures, continents, and classes. We see what we want to see when looking through rose-colored glasses. We must learn from vicarious wisdom and from the mistakes of our own. We build on past interloping and seeds that are yet to be sown. We can't live with or without them, no matter the investment or cost. There is no survival without them. Humanity would surely be lost. You found the soulmate with perfect ideals and then discover she's hell on heels. It may or may not be forever, but you're making history together. Love, laugh, sex, adventure, advice on the latest fashion, values, inside jokes and quirks, and the spark of unbridled passion. If love seeks a home and hearth at the end of every day, the only true course of action is simply to give it away. One last jive for our mortal soul. It's Nature Boy from Nat King Cole. There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far over land and sea. A little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, one magic day, he came my way. And while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.